Bill, check 1, 2, what it do? Yeah, we poking holes and I'ma start until it capsized. Church in the street, they spilling blood, now we baptized. Killed Big Floyd, but it backfired. We trying to survive, that's all that matters to these black lives.
What's up, H-Town, man? It's your man, Zeke Bobby.
It's your boy Slab motherfucking Rab.
Already, man. It's another episode of Talk is Cheap. Dig what I'm saying? So tonight, we talking about H-Town Radio, you know, Houston Radio.
H-Town Radio.
What you think about the radio situation out here in H-Town, man?
What I think about it?
Yeah.
Man, support your artists, man. Number one, support the local artists. Let me just go on square y'all.
But now, before you dig too deep into it, what do you think about the actual radio stations that we have out here? Let me put it like that.
Well, for a long time, I listened to Magic 102.
Yeah.
Then I migrated to 97.9.
Yeah. Because 102 back in the day was the rap station.
That motherfucker was R&B and rap.
Yeah, it was R&B. That's what I'm saying. R&B and rap for the longest. And they had what was it, 98.5? What's their competition? I believe.
I forgot about 98.5.
Yeah, I know you did.
I forgot about it, but
that's back in the day, though.
Yeah, you know, I'm back in the day type of motherfucker.
And then, you know, it went down to where there was only one. It became a monopoly, in my opinion, where you just had 102 doing a old school R&B, and then you had 97.9 doing the hip hop and R&B.
And then you had 98.5 doing.
I'm talking about after they went away, because they was doing rap too. They switched over to Tejano music after a while.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They stayed there for a while, actually.
And then you remember we had, what was it, 104.9, Party 104.9, that lasted like, I don't know, once you blinked, it was over with.
Yeah, probably about a year or two.
But for the most part, you know, it was always, as far as like hip hop and rap, we only had 97.9. And of course, you know, we had like the little underground stations, independent stations or whatnot, but for the most part, it was always 97.9. And that was like, they kind of ran the streets for years. And, you know, to be honest, like, you know, we really had no choice but to listen to them because they was the only ones out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but after this new wave come through, shit, I ain't listening to 97.9. You know, they just recently broke that shit up.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's the new shit now? 93.7?
93.7 been out for a few years now. But what I was getting at was, to me, it was like a monopoly, man. It seemed like they used to call 97.9 the box, a box because it's like they said they put the same songs in the box and they recycle those same songs every hour. Now, my only issue was, you know, we only heard those same songs every hour. You might hear like a little mixture of shit doing a mix show or something like that, but for the most part, it wasn't that much variety to listen to on the radio.
Man, what I think with that radio shit, man, first of all, we got a lot of local artists that do pretty goddamn well. Now they doing without the radio.
We do.
But, you know, the radio should get behind this. Just like, I'm just going to get that. Just like ATL. Them motherfuckers support their local artists.
Man.
I don't give a goddamn what radio station. Go to Atlanta. I don't give a goddamn what radio station on.
You can
they support their artists.
You can go to any region, any other city, Atlanta for sure. When I was out in Atlanta not too long ago, man, I heard a lot of Atlanta artists. When I was in Miami, you hear a mixture of stuff, but you hear a lot of people from Florida. Go to New York, who you gonna hear on the radio? Of course, they're gonna play the hot stuff, but then again, they're gonna be playing a bunch of, you know, New York niggas out there too. Even when I was out in Cali back in October, you know what I'm saying, I listened to the radio a little bit. I'm hearing songs I never heard before from Cali artists.
And then out here, they be on some dick riding shit.
They be on some dick riding
You gotta grease a motherfucker hands.
We gonna keep it all the way funky.
They
be on some dick riding shit, man.
And you know I don't like the dick ride.
Man.
Yeah, so, you know, it just, and what's crazy is, you know, I remember a couple of incidents at 97.9 where motherfuckers got banned, including my brother. Shout out Killer, you know I got you on this thing. Banned the shit out of my brother over some whole shit. Even banned my partner Trey. Now, I don't know what you banned him for, You know.
I mean, I don't
Man.
want to get too much into this situation because that situation is at least what? At least
Man,
12 years
I
old.
don't give a damn how old it is, man.
I'm saying I don't want to harp on that, but I'm saying that ain't the point. Of course, they gonna play what they want to play, and I ain't gonna lie. I really feel like it was some whole shit for them to ban them, and then for them to keep that ban running this long. You know what I'm saying? We talking about that happened back in 08, and we talking about 12 years later.
Well, that's the bitch ass
But then
program
again-
director, man.
Then again, my man Trey, he did pretty well with our radio play.
I just said it's a bunch of motherfuckers that's doing quite well without no radio play.
Yeah.
And got a bunch of other shit going on. But it's just the fact that, you know, they play the same old artists, they
Same
play who they
shit.
want to play, then they got nerves enough on the cool to actually, you know, you got to give them something under the table. You know, you ain't
They
nobody
ain't supposed to do that. It's called payola.
ain't nobody got a dick ride you to get on no radio.
You know
man.
what I hated? If you take it back to the last recent All-Star, last recent Super Bowl we had a few years back. You know
we
what I'm
was
saying?
talking about that, how they wasn't playing us.
They was playing all the other shit.
Out of town,
All
motherfuckers.
them out of town niggas. And to be honest, in my opinion, that was a time for those DJs who worked at those radio stations to go on and put on for these niggas in H-Town who been putting in work. They got songs, they got radio songs, they got club songs. Go on, get them niggas some shine on there.
They not gonna
You know
do
what I'm
that.
saying? But instead, we heard everywhere else. I thought I was in Atlanta at one point. They were playing so much out of town music.
Man, right now though, I don't know about 97.9 because on the cool, I really don't even listen to them no more. I listen to 93.7 most when I do listen to the radio. If I don't got my iPad, my iPod on, excuse me. But for in the mornings, I got the Breakfast Club on.
Yeah.
I listened to Mad Hatter for about 25, 30 years.
I mean, that's all we knew for the longest, man.
When Breakfast Club hit the scene in this region, that's all I listen to. Shout out Charlamagne, DJ Evangeline. But I listen to them, man. They keep you engaged. They keep the show interesting. They got everybody to come on there.
They got some of the hottest interviews.
Yeah, 97.9. You know, they kept it the same too long. They didn't know how to
I
switch
mean,
it up.
they ended up switching it up before they did this new switch up at the beginning of the year. Because for the longest, it was like Mad Hatter, Jimbo.
Jimbo just retired too recently, didn't he?
No, he didn't retire. They forced him out.
Oh,
That's what that was.
okay.
They forced
They get too old for the new listeners.
that's what it was. So let me back up a little bit because for the longest, when you turn on the radio in the morning, you had Mad Hatter, Jimbo, J-Mac. You know, you had Rob G and mixing sometimes. You had JQ mixing sometimes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they had Natay at one point in time. But then, I don't know who came after. I think there was no females until they got the little young girl of the Jazz. I like Jazz, by the way. You know what I'm saying? She cool. I like her personality. You know, but she kind of she can talk to the young crowd. They understand her. They can rock with her.
Yeah, but after the band and shit and all that the politics and all that shit, man, I talked to a lot of people behind the scenes because, you know, I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
But after the banning situation of just unnecessary bullshit, because keep in mind, you got a program director up there that's forcing shit, that's telling them what to do, telling them what they can't do. You know, they can't do side gigs and other shit outside
And a lot
the
of
radio station.
a few DJs got fired
Yeah, for going against the grain.
for playing music from band orders at non-97.9 The Box events. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Cracking
saying.
Nuts,
How you gonna
Brandon Garcia, people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how you gonna fire a motherfucker for doing their job, making extra money on the side? You can't do that, man.
But
And then you telling motherfuckers what they can and cannot play. Like, come on, man. That was bullshit.
I feel you. But at the same time, you know, when you turn on the radio, when we listen to, you know, just throughout the day, not just the morning shows, you know what I'm saying? It's always other. You know, you might hear a Houston artist every now and then, but they want me in regular rotation. And we got plenty of artists, plenty of new artists.
Man,
Like Lil Jeremy or D Bondo, you know what I'm saying? These guys is putting out music on a consistent. Young Al, these guys, Propane, Killer, these guys putting out music on a consistent basis. And, you know, they got radio songs, you know, but you don't hear them on the radio. You might hear them in the mix shows.
that's why y'all falling out.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know, Big Thumb and DJ Eric. They'll throw them in the mix show.
Now, I actually checked them guys out because I fuck with them particular guys.
High C would throw them in the mix show. I rock with High C.
Yeah, me too. You know Shout out High C. Now y'all go DJ.
So like, I appreciate that, but at the same time, I would like to hear them more throughout the day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I rarely hear them throughout the day.
I mean, I ain't tripping on the other music. If that's what's hot, that's what's hot. But at the same time, you can slide in more Houston artists. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. When 93.7 hit the scene a few years ago, that's when they started throwing in more Houston artists in the mix. They started having more shows with nothing but Houston artists because they was trying to get us back.
Yeah.
They didn't want us switching over to the other side. So they're like, okay, let me grab these Houston artists. Let me put on a show at like the House of Blues or Warehouse Live or whatnot. We're going to sponsor this show. And then we're going to be able to get those fans back to listen to us. But they only lasted so long because they went back to the...
work at that motherfucker, man. Why they ain't get you to work at that? You got your own radio show, man. Damage Control.
I ain't even gonna bullshit you, man. I was told...
Y'all doing y'all thing.
I was told a while back the reason why I ain't on 97.9 is because I was Googled, I should say. And when they Googled me, you know what I'm saying?
About our boy Trey the Truth.
I got too many pictures with Trey the Truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
And Killer. You know, they banned both them boys.
But you know, Killer didn't really have a full band. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you this up. I remember, man. I remember Killer was on Watch Show. And, you know, I wish I was with Killer that night. I swear to God, any other night I was with Killer, that particular night I was. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there listening to the radio, man. I remember this verbatim, bro. I'm listening to Killer say, man. That nigga say, man, I gotta give a shout out to my partner. And he literally said this. I know it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions behind this. I'm sitting in the car like, no, nigga, no. And then the nigga say, man, shout out to my partner, Trey the Truth. I feel him, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, you know, Killer was, he had left Boss Hog at the time. He was with AMG. And, you know, things were getting ready to turn around for him. And then he just did that DJ Drama, Gangsta Grills. You dig what I'm saying? So the promotion is heavy around Killer right now, you know what I'm saying? And then that...
We should have had his ass on this segment.
That particular interview kind of...
Insight on that shit.
Yeah, that particular... Now, they'll still play a Killer verse and... or they'll play a song with Killer, but they ain't going to play a full Killer song.
Yeah, they going to play some feature shit.
Yeah, they going to play some feature shit. But as Rab was saying, you know, I've been doing my show, Damage Control, on 90.1 FM since 2002.
Yeah.
Me, DJ Chill, shout out Matt Sanzala, rest in peace Zen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I got started, you know what I'm saying, rocking with those guys. We bought in Scala about 4 or 5 years ago. They had a little flavor to the show, some little cultural diversity, you know what I'm saying? And so everything's been working out pretty well, you know, with just me, Chill, and Scala, you know, just running it how we've been running.
They used to call me and pop it, man. We got you reached the jails, the cells, everything.
I know. I just listen to base of people in jail right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how they keep their ear to the streets. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to quit the show, because we do it for those on lock, and that's how they know what's going on in the free world. People in the free world, they hit the people on lock and say, hey, y'all need to check out Damage Control.
And y'all really actually fuck with the local artists and interview the local artists or celebrities within our city.
But you know what? That was my main purpose, though. Because we was playing music from all over Texas, right?
Yeah.
To begin with. Matt, at 12 o'clock, our show used to be from 12 to 3. As soon as 12 o'clock hit, Matt had like some of the wildest shit. Because like at the 12 o'clock, we could play cuss words on the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? FCC allowed.
And you used to call me and Poppy at Action Smoke Shop, man.
Yeah, all the time.
And we be sitting up, bumping up there all night, smoking and leaning.
I'm talking about, I'm going back way to 2002, 2003, right back then.
Yeah.
Matt had some of the livest shit from artists like from Austin, Dallas, small towns throughout Texas. And we putting them on the air. No matter what they saying, but it was some cool shit. You know, and then I wanted to keep that format the same because I looked at the radio like this here. I said, we got these commercial radio stations, right? And they always showcase these out-of-town motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't see these niggas on a regular basis.
I'm going to tell you something.
So, whoa, before you say that, let me finish this up.
Okay.
You don't see these out-of-town niggas come through Houston like this. When they do, they dick ride, but fuck that. But I wanted to keep it H-Town. So I wanted to make sure Houston artists who are not gonna get an opportunity to get radio play on these commercial radio stations, y'all can come to Damage Control and y'all can get y'all music played. Y'all can do interviews or whatnot, and this is y'all platform to showcase y'all talent. You did what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
That's what I wanted it to be.
I get that, but my thing is, man, you go to these other cities, man.
Yeah.
I've been to LA,
Yeah.
Miami,
Yeah.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
and all these other places. The only way we get radio play is on XM radio.
XM radio.
They play us all everywhere. Rude Juice, shout out Rude Juice.
Yeah.
Them. They play us on their stations on XM. That's how you're gonna hear a lot of our artists. But man, them
But
other
they should be
cities,
played right here in the studio.
them other cities play their own shit.
Yeah. We should be playing our own shit too.
Yeah, but it wasn't happening for a minute, man.
It's many records that Slim Thug done sold, the Paul Wall.
Oh,
Mike
now
Jones.
I'm telling you now, Slim was getting play on 97.9.
Slim wasn't in no regular rotation on that.
But he was getting a little play.
He was getting a little play. That was like during mix shows.
Yeah.
That's like if you listen to the mix
Now
shows.
Watts play local artists.
But Watts is a mix show.
Yeah.
Watts is a mix show.
Yeah,
All these
you
mix
right.
shows.
You right.
When you turn when I'm talking about like regular rotation, we talking about like when you hear Drake, when you hear Migos, when you hear Cardi B, you're not gonna hear H-Town artists in the mix of that.
You gonna hear them motherfuckers all day.
You gonna hear them all day long. They even go like that. I ain't gonna lie, you will hear. They might throw a throwback track in there. You might hear like an old Fat Pat song.
Why we got to hear some old shit? No, I want you to play Fat Pat.
Yeah, we love it.
All our rest in peace artists. Play a bunch of them. But when you play them, that's Houston.
Yeah.
Play some of the updated shit.
I mean, cause like
you ain't got to revert to the old shit all the time.
We got some niggas out here that's like really burning up the streets.
Yes.
Man, little Jeremy. Burning up the streets, man.
Shout out to Sean, everybody on the east side out there, Hope.
Team Stacks Keys and man, them.
Yeah, shout out to
that nigga jamming like a motherfucker, man. What's my boy, man? Them North side, them Afghanistan niggas be jamming, man. It's a bunch of South side niggas be jamming. But they don't get their shine though. But they know when they come to Damage Control, they can get their shine.
I think if our radio stations would play like when these guys out here drop shit, they need to play it. Sauce got jams. Sauce
got a lot of jams.
Jam and shit. Why you don't play that shit?
Sauce got a lot of jams.
Why you don't play? You got Sosa, man. The whole Sauce Factory. Yeah. Got shout out to y'all.
Them niggas be rapping their ass off.
They got a bunch of shit.
Them Sauce niggas jamming like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you got a bunch of shit that's out here that's jamming, and you don't give it no airplay, man. Start involving that all in your mixes, man. That's how you gonna get your listeners back.
But you know what? At the same time, as much as I hear artists all the time complain about how the radio don't support them. I be needing that same support from you rap artists, man. Cause I'm gonna do it off of love. I ain't asking for no bread. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get you out there.
I ain't gonna lie. Trey True showed me a lot of love, but I put this shit in rotation on the regular. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people I just throw in rotation. If it's jamming, I'm gonna throw it in rotation. I ain't one of them DJs that cause you walked in the building, I'm playing your record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Mad Hatter gonna
play. Mad Hatter used to play all his shit that got featured Houston artists.
Yeah.
Why you wasn't regularly playing? Why you wasn't regularly playing Zero or Youngster? You gotta wait till they on your shit to play it. Like I don't get that shit.
I remember, man, when shout out to Kiata, man, when he dropped that record. When he dropped that song he got out, man. I mean, it was a lot of niggas mad at him because he on the box. And he got his record played on the box. I'm like, shit.
He worked there.
I ain't even gonna bullshit you.
He worked there. I'm gonna throw my shit on that motherfucker.
If I was a rapper,
yes.
If I was a rapper and I work on the station like this,
I'm putting my shit on there.
Goddamn right, I'm putting my shit on there.
My shit going on there first.
I ain't gonna bullshit you.
And when I put my shit on there first, my other partner shit going on there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my regular song on that bitch, and I'm throwing a remix on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You goddamn right, I'm gonna do that. But that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I really understand.
Free advertising.
I understand why niggas was mad at that shit, but he's a Houston artist. You know what I'm saying? He broke the Da Vinci Code to get his shit played on that bitch, and I don't even blame him. Shout out to Kiata. I fucks with Kiata, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He keep it real with me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with him. But support. Like, Houston artists, they want the support from these major radio stations, but at the same time, we need that same support because I've been playing these niggas' music for years. And sometimes it's hard to get them to come through the station or, you know what I'm saying, they because we not a commercial radio station like 97.9 and 93.7 and whatnot, they don't want to come do our shows or come to our events, but we need that support because shit, if you big us up, we gonna big y'all up and shit. We next thing you know,
Like
we
the
all
car
good.
show shit, they used to throw all these car shows. They got all these old motherfuckers that has been, which they probably still got hit records. I'm not hating.
Yeah.
But shit, why you don't invite all the artists from Houston to the car show? This our city, we doing the car show.
But you know what? They
Put us on. We got a
the
lot
car
of new artists out here, man.
the car show really ain't being what it used to be. You know what
I
I'm saying?
can tell you the last time I've been to a car show, man.
But no, I will say this. Houston artists did get representation at the car shows. The Los Magnificos.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was kind of mixed, man. It wasn't just all the way. They gonna have the same motherfuckers. Zero, sometimes Slim, and a couple of up and comers, but they was always bringing in other artists, I guess, to beef up the car show and shit.
Yeah.
We got new people like my boy, shout out Julius Caesar, Christian Lace, all of them. You got people like that that's upcoming, my boy Major, all these people.
Yeah.
You got people coming up. So let these people get a little airway and a little time so people can know who we got coming up and who in the city. You know, my brother, he's been here.
Give me your top 5 Houston artists right now. Not even top 5. Give me 5 of your favorite Houston artists.
5 of my favorite.
5 of my favorite. And we're not gonna put, of course, Killer.
I'm gonna put my brother.
Can't put Killer, of course. That's
I got airtime. I can put him on.
Of course,
I got
of course.
airtime.
Of course,
they can't
Killer.
tell me what to do.
Of course, Killer. I'm saying. Well, of course, we're gonna choose Killer Calion regardless.
We
But
ride
I'm
till the
saying,
wheels fall off.
other than Killer, because we know he's gonna be at the top of the list.
Top 5.
So Killer, then 5 more. Put it like that.
Then 5 more that's out here that they should put on. You know, I fuck with OTB Fastlane.
Fastlane, that's a bad motherfucker.
You know,
that nigga got some jams.
Yes, he do. He doing his thing. You got D Bando.
D
Them
Bando,
guys.
yeah. And I don't do D Bando rap.
Sauce
That nigga
Walker
produced
now.
too. Yeah.
You know, it's a list
on
of
the 3 though.
motherfuckers.
We got 2 more.
Man, it's hard. I'm gonna have to be sitting there all that name all because I'm gonna name down to everybody in Houston, man. Me.
I mean,
So,
if I got to name 5 plus Killer, because of course that's family.
you know, Slim. Who else? You got J Dog. You got motherfucking I'm gonna go old school shit. Fat Pat Hawk.
Yeah.
3-2. You got Mike D, Kiki. I'm down there gonna name the Screwed Up Clique because that's my era. But you got a lot of people that's been here that's steady coming out with music. You know, steady doing shit, and I'm just play the whole goddamn city.
To add to your list, I'm gonna add people like Propane.
Yeah, I forgot about this.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Propane.
D-Lo.
D-Lo.
D-Lo be spit, man. Shout out Al Cracker.
Cracker, that's dead. That's dead in
right there, man. Lil Jeremy, Gas Gang.
Yeah.
That nigga bad motherfucker, man. Dope Beezy.
My boy Dope Beezy.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just 5. I could really keep this list going on and on, but that'll be the whole show, though.
That's why I ain't say a bunch of shit, because I know I'm going to name down to the whole Houston.
And
man.
whoever I forgot, man, blame the brain, not the heart, man. But y'all know if y'all tune into Damage Control every Wednesday night from 11 to 2.
You playing that shit, man.
I'm playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the females that's out here doing their thing, too. You know what I'm saying? I will say this here. I do hear Ken the Man record on a regular basis. He be like, I do hear that song on a regular basis.
What? You know what? I'm finna make you laugh.
Shout out Big Stoney, too, man. She jamming.
Why they ain't put Megan Thee Stallion on the goddamn rodeo, man?
I'm gonna tell you why Megan Thee Stallion on the rodeo.
We know why they ain't put on that. She could clean it up. They can sell
but look,
up.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Goddamn hot girl summer, baby.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Shit.
It ain't our rodeo.
No shit.
It's the white folks rodeo.
Yeah, because they done took over the Black Go Texas Committee part also. My family is on both rodeo committees. But they could have got up, but
it's the white folks shit. Now now Megan has made it to
a plateau
in her career where she does, but she's on records with Nicki. She's on records with everybody around there.
Y'all about Cardi B? Why we couldn't get no Meg?
So I'm gonna tell you this up. Now when you look at Lizzo and you look at Megan, I love Megan to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Lizzo got pop songs.
I mean,
Megan ain't got no pop song.
yeah, Lizzo.
Lizzo got 3 Grammys.
I mean, that's
how many Grammys?
Who run the Grammys?
That's what I'm saying. So when you look at the accolades, you know what I'm saying, compared to, because me personally, of course, if they put Megan Thee Stallion at the rodeo, guess what? That bitch gonna sell out just as fast as Lizzo did.
Man, my gonna be standing outside.
I'm trying to tell you, because it's Megan Thee Stallion. It's gonna be a high girl summer at the rodeo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they looking at, okay, I can guarantee you, they probably threw Megan Thee Stallion name in the hat. And they probably was in the board meeting, and that's okay, play one of her songs. I keep it really real, fuck all these bitches, fuck how you feel, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, I don't know about this one. You know what I'm saying? They put Lizzo on. Lizzo got, so it's like, it's really what they prefer. It was their preference. Now, if it was our rodeo, of course, we can put what we want to on our rodeo, but you got to respect the fact that's their show. They spending their money. We ain't spending, we spending money to go. But they put their money up to go to this shit, so you gotta let them do what they want to do. They want to do
that's their season for the reason.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't even tripping on that, but it's a lot of females out here in Houston that's doing their thing too, and I really believe that these Houston female artists are bringing Houston back.
Bloodbath.
Yeah, they bring. I'm not saying that the fellas weren't doing their thing, but these ladies are making a lot of noise in Houston. These rap ladies are making a lot of noise, and y'all need to listen to them, because I play them. Shout out Surreal, shout out Bloodbath, shout out Megan Thee Stallion, Kendra, man, all of them, you know what I'm saying? But let's switch gears for a little bit, right?
Okay, go ahead on with it.
Now, if you remember, man, there was a point in time where Houston artists were surviving without the radio play. You know what I'm saying? If we go back to like the late 90s, mid to late 90s, when the DJ Screw era, you know what I'm saying?
Man, we're gonna get that on the next episode.
Now y'all, I want y'all to stay tuned for these episodes, because right about that, we was talking with, I ain't even gonna name drop, but we was talking with one of the close homies, family, if you will. Of course he's family, you know what I'm saying? And he was really just giving us the game, one of the people who was there doing a DJ
and I talked to one of my good partners, shout out Pimpin' Toe.
Yeah.
Who was a part of that, Poppin', Pimpin' Toe, Ron G. We saving that for the next show.
That's a whole other episode, you know, we'll get to but if you take it back to the DJ Screw era, right? We heard about the little Kikis and the Fat Pats and the Botany Boys through DJ Screw.
All my homies.
You know what I'm saying? And they was freestyling on tapes. We knew about ESG through the tapes.
You know ESG one of the close by. Shout out E.
Yeah, shout out E. But they was making so much noise on these tapes that the radio had no choice but to come find them. Even on the north side.
And truth be told, watch your show is inspired by Screw. I'm gonna just
we know. Yeah, he knows that. He knows that.
Inspired by that.
He knows that. But even on the north side, in the late 90s, when Watts was doing this thing, you had Slim Thug, Pow Wow, Chameleon, 50-50 Twins, Mike Jones, all those guys on the Magno. You know, all these guys over here, they doing their thing on the north side. The radio had no choice but to go find them, you know what I'm saying, and then put them on the air.
Yep.
So we need to get back to that formula. You did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, these artists not really concerned about. I mean, we would love to hear them on the radio, but you know what? Let's get these streets.
Them niggas making money on the road.
Y'all go
they
back.
really said fuck the radio. When the radio wasn't giving no play.
Fuck.
All right, we're gonna make y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna make y'all.
They literally had, like, Hawk had that chilling with my bros, so they had to put that bitch on there. You know what I'm saying? Tops dropped, like Pat had that shit, so how they had Southside, so how they had to put that shit on there, because you know what? They was already going and doing shows, packing our shows.
Oh, I'd have been on
just doing freestyle.
So yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They got a full show. They ain't even got a radio hit.
I don't even want. And another thing they do, you know, when it's these guys' birthday and all this,
they're showing love then.
That's when y'all gonna play all this
you know
shit.
What I'm saying?
And they got jam and shit.
They'll wait for 713 Day, DJ Screw birthday, Paul birthday, and
Big Mo birthday.
They'll do a look. Now, you know what? I will say this up. 97.9 is very good about that. You know what I'm saying? 93.7, not so much. But I chunk that up to the fact that it's not that many DJs at 93.7 that's originally from Houston, other than Rogers, who's from Houston, that can really do a full mix on some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it really ain't nobody at 93.7 to be honest. They done fired over half their staff.
That motherfucker's damn near computer generated.
It is, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
They got the Breakfast Club in the morning, which just ran out of New York, syndicated from New York. They got maybe one or two midday hosting after that. You know, you got Rogers later on in the evening, but for the most part, they don't let half their staff go.
Yeah, so they play a lot of. They starting to me. They
Shout out
starting to play.
Ebonics, man. Shout out DJ Shantae, man.
Yeah. But some of them people kind of. I'm telling you, man. I be on my iPod, man.
And that's where the majority of people at.
Because
they like some people they get
they
fed up so much.
recycle that shit, man.
They get fed up so much with the radio is that, you know what, I'm just gonna play my own shit. I'm playing my own mix. You know.
And I understand they playing shit that they think is hot, but y'all steady regenerating.
It's the same
man,
shit.
you cut on the radio, man, they looping the same
And then
shit.
what's crazy, you can put on 97 and you can hear Drake's song. At one point, you put on 93, it might be the same song, but it's at a different point. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'd rather listen to the commercials all goddamn day,
I
you know
ain't
what I'm saying?
listen to commercial.
I'm saying I'd rather, you know what I'm saying? But then again, that's what iTunes and Tidal and Spotify come in handy. That's why everybody's paying to stream because, like, guess what? I ain't got to pay for y'all commercials. I can listen to what I want to listen to when I want to listen to it. Since I ain't gonna play, if I want to hear D-Bando shit all day long, guess what? I can put on D-Bando. I can make me a whole playlist full of H-Time niggas, and I can ride to that all day long.
Shit, I do all day long.
You know what I'm saying?
I do all day long, man.
But for those who don't have the luxury of that, you know what I'm saying? That's what they got to do. They got to listen to the radio. Some people might be stuck at work all day, and they have their radio playing.
Got
You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit.
to get that XM radio.
You
man.
might not even like the song at first, but since they done brainwash you so much,
Oh man,
into liking it.
you'll catch yourself listening to that shit, and I was like, man, come on, man. We got a lot of talent out here.
It's a lot of talent out here. It's
bunch
like
of.
Houston, in my honest opinion,
I just ain't understand how Atlanta become the Mecca. Shit, I ain't never get
Houston
that
should be the Mecca as well.
I
Right?
ain't never. Get
It's
that
a lot
shit.
of talent out here in Houston, and we should have some headquarters down here as well. Now, shout out to Rap A Lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Ray Shot, shout out to those guys like that who did it big on the underground. But, you know, they should have like Capital. They should have Atlantic. They should have a Def Jam. They should have hubs here in Houston as well because, hell, we've been making noise for the longest, man.
No, we've been making noise.
Making noise. We've been doing this shit.
We've been doing this shit like
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite things. But a lot of these artists, man, they come down here and swagger jack.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. They swag jack the shit out of our style, man. You know what I'm saying?
They
They take our whole. I done seen so much drink, swangles, grills, all type of shit, man. You know, and from New York niggas, Atlanta niggas, and I'm like, damn, where y'all get that from? Y'all wasn't doing that shit prior to. You know what I'm saying? So you know they listening.
Hell yeah, they
You know
listening,
they listening.
Man. Fuck yeah,
What's
they
the
listening.
nigga A$AP Rocky? You know he listening.
Yeah, he fucks with us
At one
down
point,
here.
that nigga had never been to Houston.
Yeah,
that nigga-
Tequila had him out
that
here.
nigga
They
was
done a
slowing up
song
shit.
and a video.
That nigga was slowing his music up. That nigga ain't even come to Houston at first.
Yeah.
But I'm about to fuck your mind up right quick, man. Take niggas like K Reno, South Park Coalition, them type of niggas.
Oh,
Them niggas is huge
That's my ear.
overseas.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? If you go to
Point
Germany,
blank.
Point Blank, them niggas is
Gangsta
fucking.
Nil.
Them niggas is superstars over there, bro. They was and that's the beauty of the internet. That's the beauty of the internet, man. Them niggas is like fucking rock stars. Amsterdam, you know, spots like that overseas. They love the hell out them niggas, man.
But
you'll never hear K Reno on the radio here.
Nah.
That nigga is huge overseas, man. You'll
Rapping
never hear
his ass
Gangsta Nip. And the cold part about it, K Reno's still rapping to this day.
Man, a bunch of these artists that was here that people don't know about still doing shit.
Still doing that shit, man. K Reno's one of the most, if not the best, lyrical motherfucker I ever heard touch a microphone.
South Park, Texas, baby.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Shout out K Reno, man. One of the OGs in the game, man. If y'all ever come across K Reno, man, just stop and talk to him for a little. He gonna give you some game. He ain't even gonna say you the game. He gonna give you the game.
Yeah.
He done been around the block quite a few times, man. He done seen a lot of things come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just
Look, a man dropped 7 albums in one day, man. Who else did that? He
No.
broke the Guinness Book of World Records. He dropped 7 albums in one day.
I just wish the radio would have been more involved with the city than they claimed they were. If they would have been more in tune with the sound out here, more than what they were or what they claimed to have been.
Right.
It'll be a lot of artists being broke. See, we supposed to break our own artists as they know.
We should.
Atlanta breaks their own, or New York breaks their own artists.
Man, when I was in Atlanta, I'm hearing songs in the club way before Houston got them. By the time I get back to Houston, now they playing that shit. But Atlanta been playing these niggas shit.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's how a lot of them niggas get on, man.
Yeah.
Cause you know Atlanta still got East Coast ties.
Yeah.
And they made that the mecca of black music. Even though there's a lot of labels out there, there's a lot of R&B labels, a lot of rap labels. You know, shout out QC and all them. They do their thing, but I seen the shift, man.
Yeah.
I witnessed the shift.
But you know, it was going from different coasts. Like, you know, East Coast had it, West Coast had it.
And then we
down south to come get it, Midwest to get it. And then, like, you know, it just kind of shift around. You hear the shit over in Florida for a little bit. Louisiana, they was doing their thing. But everybody had their turn. You know, it was going in cycles. You did. Right now, shit, Atlanta putting out something the hottest shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't even bullshit. Them niggas, and they got unity as well. You know what I'm saying? So even if the radio ain't playing them, they supporting each other.
We got unity here.
We got unity here.
It just we don't get heard in that form of fashion.
But you know, also another thing to that was we was so used to not having that radio support that we was doing shit on our own. We took the independent route, so we wasn't really
basically the independent route really started out here, man.
I mean,
basically
we gave them the blueprint. We gave them the game. You know what I'm saying?
So that's
and look at ESG, no deal. He sold units. Kiki, no major deal. Flip, no major deal.
Well, Flip had a deal.
Flip ain't had no major deal.
Oh, yeah.
When he dropped Leprechaun, that was Sucker Free Records right there.
Yeah, shout out.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until after Leprechaun dropped, you know what I'm saying? I think around Underground Legend dropped, and then I believe they did they redid it. Even Lil O. Can't forget about Lil O.
Shout out Lil O.
You know what I'm saying? 3-2. 3-2 was over there with on the West Coast with Snoop. Snoop Petit. That's where he got a start from.
Man, that's what
3-2.
The 3-2 damn show gave him that start.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Man, rest in peace, 3-2, man.
Rest in peace, man. You know, I just
Pokey, you know what I'm saying? Kiki, these boys out here dropping albums, they got hits.
Man, motherfucker got 3, 4, 5 albums, and you ain't played a song off that motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
You played a couple songs, but he had other jamming shit. Y'all play all these other artists and go through their whole album. Go through some of the South Side and North Side and the whole H-Time.
But you know what?
Go through these albums, man.
But
these people got hits, man.
These radio stations, they need native DJs as well.
Yeah.
From the city. To actually who's done their research.
Exactly.
Who came up with these artists. Somebody like your boy. You know what I'm saying? But like when I do my mixes on Damage Control, man, I hear people say, man, I forgot all about this song. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm glad you put that in.
Forget about that motherfucking song.
I'm talking about listeners.
Oh, listeners.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm glad you put that in the mix. That was my jam back in the day. Because I'll do a good quality mix. You know what I'm saying? For artists. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you do, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. That radio shit been real funny for me.
It's always been real funny.
Yeah, and I really
trip
couldn't get into it, so I just used to go buy and support these guys' albums and listen to them and bang them.
So, as the fans, we got to keep supporting these artists that we want to hear. Keep streaming their music. We got to go to their shows, too. We really got to pull up at their shows and show them that they have our support.
We really need a show.
Buy the merch.
We really need a show instead of a fucking car show. We need to open up the Toyota Center, not just the Arena Theater, but the Toyota Center.
Toyota might be too big. House Blues.
I mean,
or Revenge.
Any one of them motherfuckers. Get all the Houston artists and have us,
that bitch up.
Have us a Houston musical festival down here.
The same way
they can invite motherfuckers that they fuck with, but still,
man,
our artists is the showcase artists.
The same way when they bring somebody like Lil Baby or the Baby or or Dolph or whatever to the address, and everybody come out to that shit, and they want to tax for them sections and shit like that. They should do that when they bring Smell Like Killer out, when they bring Slim out. You know what I'm saying? Make them just as big. Don't just be like, oh, that nigga in the city, I ain't gonna pay him. Nah, man, support these niggas, man. Them niggas, they'll go get the other niggas go get a bag in they own city, and they come out here and get a bag too.
Them niggas come here and get a bag.
Them niggas come here and get a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we got motherfuckers sitting right here.
Yeah, man. They deserve that bag too.
Yeah.
So we gotta
deserve it.
We gotta support our own people, man. When they have shows, we gotta show up at these shows deep. And we don't need, I ain't gonna lie, that shit irks the fuck out of me, man, when I go to a show and they got all these niggas on stage. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. It don't do the artist no justice for everybody to be on stage with the artist. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to help that artist out, y'all get in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you get in the crowd and let the man perform and do his job, y'all hype the crowd up. You know what I'm saying? Make the crowd look loud. Y'all don't need to be singing on stage. Let the artist do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all play the background for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If he's the artist, what everybody on stage for? It should be the artist, his hype man, and his DJ. And if backup dancers are needed, backup dancers. Or the band, but it don't need to be 50 niggas on stage, one mic.
Not what I call, we don't need no backup singers.
We don't need no backup singers, man.
We don't need no backup singers.
We don't need that shit, man. Y'all go jump in the crowd.
Yeah.
And y'all hype the crowd up. Man, you know what I'm saying? Make the crowd look
loud. All local artists.
Support the local artists, man.
Please support.
That's the bottom line, because once we start supporting the local artists here, guess what? The radio gonna be like, oh shit, we need to play more Killer. Or we need to play more Propane. We need to play more D-Lo. We need to play more OTB Fastlane. We need to put more Young Sam shit on there.
But that's why I fuck with D Solo and Street Flavor.
He been doing this shit,
because he do that shit. And he been doing
man,
it for
Soul of the Streets, man.
He been doing it for 20-some years strong, man.
Shout out D Solo, man. And Street Flavor.
And he support the local artists by putting their videos on.
He put their videos on.
You know what I mean? You can see.
I mean, he mix me in with the other shit, but guess what?
Yeah, but he gonna support.
He doing interviews
with all the local artists.
He playing their videos.
Yeah.
He basically doing what we doing, but with a video show.
Yeah, he doing it with the video show. He the MTV of H-Time, man.
Yeah, man. He
the
doing the shit,
H-Time, man.
Shout out D Solo, man. Shout out to every promoter out there that's working with these Houston artists, putting them on shows.
Yeah.
We gotta, as fans, we gotta do a better job of showing up to support. We can't just complain about the radio not playing these niggas and we not going to their shows. We not streaming their music. We not buying the merch.
But just like y'all making our ears relevant to all the other artists, make our ears relevant to the artists that's here. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I ain't down talking y'all.
Everybody got to scratch each other's back around there.
That's exactly right. You know,
everybody got to be a helping hand around there, you dig?
Yeah, but that's how we get shit moving and popping out here too, because H-Time been popping for decades.
Man.
You know, motherfuckers come out here, they know we fuck with certain artists, but at the same time, hey man, build our artists up and help them get to that next plateau.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't let nobody else out of town recognize, oh, that's who that is? Oh man, I got to fuck with him now, man.
Yeah, man.
You gonna fuck with him because you heard him and he got some shit to say. We got some lyrical motherfuckers out
South
here too.
Got some shit to say, man.
Yeah. Like South been have some shit to say, man.
Right on, man. Right on. So yeah, man, that's it in a nutshell, man. You know, I've been doing radio for quite a while. I've been DJing for quite a while, man. I've been in the music game for a good while.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's just some of my thoughts, my views, and you know what I'm saying. And I know you been in the streets, Rail. You know, you rock with a lot of these artists. They know you as the OG. You know, so that's why we had to talk on it, because you know if we don't say anything about it, then shit, it's just gonna go on forever.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? We gotta bring it to their attention.
I don't give a fuck who get mad at what I'm saying.
They can't. I mean, it don't matter who get mad.
I'm just keep it raw, man.
And you know what? Last but not least, you know, so I want to get this off my chest, because I feel like it's gonna be like a lot of. Let me knock on wood, because what's on? That's some wood. Yeah,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, wood right there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to Trey the Truth is a brother to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with brothers 20 plus years.
Me too.
You know, so I've been with him before the band, during the band, up until this day. You know what I'm saying? We still rocking. I don't want Trey the Truth to pass away. and the radio started showing love to this nigga.
Along with my brother and a couple
anybody
of
else, you know what I'm saying? That's banned from these radio stations. I don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like Trey D has done so much work in the community. Just ain't anybody got to ask him from Harvey to the Trey days over the years to all the shit he been doing. Christmas time, anytime something happens, Trey is on the front line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want that brother to pass away and then
y'all want to play his whole fucking catalog.
Yeah, we gonna showing love. No, fuck that shit.
Motherfuckers one band.
What was the love when that nigga had Beyonce down there? They cropped that nigga out the picture. They made it seem like Beyonce just popped up in Third Ward by herself. You know what I'm saying? They cropped Trey all the way out the picture. You know what I'm saying? When they did the Nipsey tribute. You know what I'm saying? When last year when Nipsey passed away. They ain't put Trey on, and shout out to the fans that follow 97.9.
He was the first one brought Nipsey out.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The fans who follow 97.9, they was on their ass. They made them delete the post. Like, how the fuck y'all not gonna show this man no love? How y'all gonna talk about an event that this nigga put on and not show him no love?
Because of their whole ass.
So it's like
because
shit.
of their whole ass program.
All that crumb shit, that fuck shit y'all on, man. Let that beef go, man. That shit 12 years old.
Yeah.
Plus.
And the bitch that started the beef don't even work there no more. Shit, she left a couple of years after that shit.
She doing comedy now.
I mean, is she funny?
Funny looking.
Oh, there we go.
But yo, man, I had to get that off my chest before we ended this segment. You know what I'm saying? Because Trey does a lot of work in the community, man. He's always there front line. Don't let the brother pass away and then y'all want to show him love, man. Get him in his flowers
none of these H-Time artists fade, pass, get locked up, anything.
And then y'all want to show him love,
y'all.
man.
Don't wait till their birthdays and holidays.
Do that shit on a regular basis.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So look,
I ain't never understood the radio politics, man.
Yeah, man, it's all bullshit.
I know you know better than I do, but you work for a radio station and you got your own show.
And
me
I do
as a listener,
I want to.
Exactly. And me as a listener and a motherfucker who out here and got my ear to the streets, that shit ain't what's up. It ain't fair at all, man.
Say, look, man, y'all check it out, man. This has been another episode of Talk is Cheap. Look, the first 5 people to share this episode, I got some t-shirts for y'all, man.
You got some t-shirts,
We're gonna hook y'all up with some t-shirts. First 5 people to share this episode, I got some t-shirts for y'all. DM me the sizes, and we're gonna shout y'all out, and I'm gonna make sure y'all get y'all merch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can represent.
Yeah, we're gonna have some Talk is Cheap merch here coming soon.
Some cheap merch, some if you
we just getting off the ground, baby. You know what I'm saying? Give us a minute, man. We trying to get off the grind, man. You know,
we on the launch pad, baby.
We from the streets, man. The streets don't recognize the streets, man.
Recognize real, man.
Fucking with all the players, man. H-Time all the way. You know, I'm H-Time to the bone.
So, hey, y'all follow Talk is Cheap, Clutch City on the ground. That's our shit, right? Talk IZ Cheap. Yeah, Talk is Cheap, Clutch City on the ground.
And on Facebook.
And on Facebook. I think it's just Talk is Cheap on Facebook.
Okay.
Of course, I'm Zeke_Bobby.
And I'm Slab of Rap, Slab of Ground, Slab of the motherfucking city, man.
Yeah, man. Powered by Renika Digital. I said that right? Renika or Renika? Renika?
She don't mind.
I like
Renika.
Renika. We're going to call her Renika.
We're going to call her Renika. We're going to keep it all the way gangster, baby.
I like Renika. We're going to call her Renika Digital, man.
Shout out Nike. You know, we George. You know,
I got my ones on today,
you know,
man.
I'm a number 3 guy.
Yeah, I
so,
like
ones.
You
know, we try to keep the Jordans and the Nike, you know.
Custom Pleasantville hoodie, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my new shit coming
Shout out
out.
FU2 Team Running.
When it's ripping time.
Team Running.
King Running.
SUC 34X.
Already. Catch y'all next time, man. This has been another episode of Talk is Cheap.
Peace,
We out here.